Hello everyone, Mr. Peabody here. Just going to play this. You're not going to be able to hear anything. Turn the sound off. But basically what they're talking about is the new bushfire that's in Western Australia, and it's very close to Perth. It started in a little township called Wooroloo, which is about 50 k's east of Perth. And the interesting thing about is this fire is they're not actually mentioning a big sort of like elephant in the room. Anyway, this fire, it's spread across at the moment, the fire spread is about 60 kilometres. It's taken down 9,000 hectares of land. It's destroyed 80 houses and evacuated a whole lot of people. And it's encroaching on close suburban areas in Perth. So it's a fairly decent fire. We get fires, last week we had one down south. So we're used to fires, but I think it's a bit strange that they actually haven't mentioned something that might actually make a big difference in this story. They're saying it started at Wooroloo. Now I know you don't have no idea what Wooroloo is. Wooroloo is a very small township, You're talking about, a couple of dozen houses. But the main thing that Wooroloo is, it's a prison. Yeah, it's a prison. So, if you look at Wooroloo on a map, if you want to look at Wooroloo on a map, you can type it up. It's WOOROL again. So Wooroloo. And if you do Google Maps, you can see the prison takes up about 70% of Wooroloo. It's a fairly large complex. And so when they say the fire started in Wooroloo, it wiped out the township and then headed towards Perth because the wind changed. And the wind, at the moment it's very hot, it's very dry. And at the moment, when the wind changed, what they mean is it's an easterly. So that means it's coming towards the coast. So it's actually blowing the fire towards Perth. But they didn't mention anything about the prison. What did they do with the prison? Because you've got a whole lot of people in that prison. And I know years ago, this is like 15 or so years ago, they had another large fire up in the area. And they evacuated the prison, and they took everybody to Wundowie and stuck them on the Oval. But I find it impressive that they're saying Wooroloo, all these houses lost, animals running for their lives, but they haven't mentioned, they haven't said a word about the prison. And I'm wondering, did the fire start at the prison? You got to think about it. You got a whole lot of guys in there that are locked up. They can smoke. They do have lighters, and they might get annoyed. I'm not saying they did it. What I'm saying is, why not mention the prison? When you're talking about Wooroloo, 70% of Wooroloo is a prison. So that's all I'm saying. See ya.